Hi, Jason Schron here from Rapido Trains Inc. I'm in Orangeville, Ontario, Canada, where our sleeping car now resides. Edmundston made it home. It's back in Canada where it was in service for most of its life for CN and Via Rail Canada. And it was quite an arduous journey getting here. It took about 6 weeks, traveling through every city and town in Ohio, back and forth, back and forth. I'm not sure why, but hey, maybe Ohio is a thing for sleeping cars. CSX damaged it en route, but then they fixed it for us to the best that they could, and now it's here. Here's some footage of its last journey from Streetsville, Ontario to Orangeville on the Orangeville-Brampton Railway.
The stars are shining bright without the twinkle of your eyes. It's just another summer's night and we're both alone. So come back home. If there's a problem that we share, it's that I'm here and you are there. And now I know this was a lifelong lesson. Live and learn at my discretion. Sometimes it takes a broken heart to know we really care. She said, I'll bet you that we'll never get this far again. Give me the pieces of my broken heart attack. I'll bet you that we'll never mess this up again. Come home to me because I've saved the best for last.
If you've ever turned over a Rapido Trains passenger car model, you'll see that we are obsessed with underbody equipment. And I think the coolest thing about owning a real passenger car is that we actually own real underbody equipment. I am here sort of in the D22 brake equipment, and the valve above my head is called a DU111G, okay? This is known by American car repair guys as that annoying Canadian valve. It's a valve that was only used in Canada, and we looked all over for it, and we found it in one place. Via Rail Canada's Montreal Maintenance Center. Via actually sent us this valve, and we were able to put it on our train. So it's cool when you see Via Rail contributing to the restoration of one of their old passenger cars. I'd like to introduce you guys to Bob Merriam. Bob Merriam's the guy actually doing the restoration work on the exterior of Edmundston. Bob, can you tell us a bit, like, what are we doing here? What are we looking at here on the side of the car?
Well, we're down to the base metal. We're trying to strip off all the paint, the Bondo, and we know exactly what we're at. Up here we've already replaced some of the old rotten, rusty steel. There's samples there on the ground if you want to show
Wow,
them.
yeah. Oh my goodness, look at this stuff, wow. Okay, so tell me, what's involved in actually replacing the steel around the windows here? What do you have to do?
Just carve it out, figure out how much you want to take, a little bit more so you're into good steel, and then cut and piece in the new one.
And then you're welding it in here? Is it actually being screwed in? Well, like what are we looking at here?
It's all welded in.
Okay.
Trying to put it back to original without a spot welder. But and then after we grind it down and we'll bond over the seams, and it shouldn't look like anything was done at all.
Oh, fantastic. Now, the intakes on this car are a real headache, aren't they? So let me just give people an introduction. On the roof of Edmundston, all Pullman cars of its vintage, there is an AC fresh air intake. And this intake is infamous for rusting horribly. Was it a design flaw in your opinion?
Oh yeah, a big one.
So what was wrong with it? How is it flawed?
So it's like having a hole in your boat and not doing anything about it. Just
so the water would come in, just sit there, and then pool, and then rust.
That and the snow and any weather.
Right,
it's there all the time.
And so now like the body is all sort of rusting away. It's actually disintegrating, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so what's your plan to get that intake to be something that we can use again?
Well, the plan's to build a false floor inside so that any weather that goes in comes back out, and then cap the top to keep the majority of the weather out in the first place.
This is a big job, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. My plan was that we're gonna, Bob's gonna do his work, and then we're gonna paint this thing and have it in service in about, a month, painted. And he said to me, I don't think that's happening. So as you can see, there's a lot of work we still need to do on the car. It's a great adventure, we're excited to do it, but it's a huge amount of work. So here's a call for help from you guys, our viewers and our customers and our supporters. If you have experience with tools and you can get to Orangeville, Ontario, just outside of Toronto, we would welcome your help. Please get in touch with us through our website at rapidotrains.com. Or if there's any other way you think you can help us out with this project of restoring this original CN Via Rail sleeper back into service, please get in touch. And that's it for this update on our sleeping car. I'll be back soon with more information. Until then, take care.
And now you're here. I try to speak before I open up my mouth. You say there's something that you need to get off your mind. I'm wasting time, and when my 10 minutes of fame have come and gone, will be the day we'll speak. I'll bet you that we'll never get this far again. Give me the pieces of my broken heart attack. I'll bet you that we'll never mess this up again. Come home to me, because I've saved the best for last.